Hello and welcome back to everyone on the Football Zone and to a midweek preview, previewing all of the Premier League games coming up this week. A full fixture list starting off at the Annex with Brighton against Bournemouth. An intriguing game, this one. Two of the best run clubs in the Premier League, I think it's fair to say. And one that you feel could go either way. Both of these teams on a pretty decent run, but of course Bournemouth really suffering that disappointing loss to Wolves. Neighbours on the south coast, and I'm going to say it will finish as a 1-1 draw in this one. Moving on then to Wolves against Fulham at Molineux. And Wolves coming into this one. I think 3 wins out of 4 in all competitions. Seems like they're turning things around a bit under Vitor Pereira, and have the chance to get away from the bottom 3. And I think Fulham, of course, were on a decent run before that disappointing loss to Palace. They'll be looking to revitalise that and kind of revitalise their European hopes in a way, but they're still very much in contention for just 5 points off Champions League space. And I think they'll get the win here. I think they'll have a bit too much for them. Moving on into Palace against Villa at Selhurst Park. And another intriguing one. Both these teams on pretty decent runs, I would say. And Palace kind of seem like they're mid-table really this year, don't they? Not going to go down, not going to really fight for Europe against the Villa side, who are very much in the thick of this very close European battle. So it's going to be intriguing to see which way this one goes. I'm going to say it will finish with 2-1 to Villa. I think Villa will have just about enough to get past in this one. Moving on then to Chelsea against Southampton. And Chelsea, we've been speaking about their poor form in recent weeks, and this kind of feels like the perfect game for them to start turning things around against the Southampton side, who are just so poor at the moment, aren't they? Leaking goals, left, right and centre. Chelsea, though, 3 losses in a row, so they need to turn things around. They need to get a confident win here. They need to get the likes of Cole Palmer firing again, because unfortunately for them, he just hasn't really been recently. So it's going to be an interesting one, this one, but I think Chelsea get the win. Moving on then to Brentford against Everton at the G-Tech Community Stadium on Wednesday. And this is another interesting one. Brentford have been playing well recently, I think it's fair to say. 2 wins on the trot, 3 wins out of 4 against the Everton side, who winless in 3 now, but of course they do include draws against Liverpool, Manchester United, winless, only 1 win in 3, and they're playing really well at the moment. So 2 teams that are playing really well. I'm going to say it'll be a draw. I don't think there'll be much to separate them. Moving on into Manchester United against Ipswich at Old Trafford. And normally you'd say this would be a comfortable win for Manchester United, but personally I'm not so sure these days. You can never really be sure with Manchester United and how they're performing under manager Ruben Amorim at the moment. So it's going to be an interesting one, this one, but it's one that Manchester United have to get a win. But Ipswich, the bottom 3 starting to get cut adrift now. They need a win to kind of turn that around. But I think United will have just enough to get by them 1-0. Moving on then to Nottingham Forest against Arsenal at the City Ground. And this is an interesting one. Both these teams came off the back of disappointing losses last night. Forest, therefore, maybe just taking a bit of a dip recently, and they need to stop that now to avoid really getting sucked into a Champions League battle, because it did look like it had a bit of a buffer. But Arsenal is going to be very hard to win the league now, realistically. They just need to get back on track. But it's going to be a very tough game, this one. I think they'll have just enough. 1-0. Moving on then to Tottenham against Man City at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And this is going to be an interesting game. Tottenham coming into this one, on a better run now, starting to improve under Ange. So Man City, we saw they can still be so far off it against Liverpool at the weekend, just nowhere near it, and Real Madrid, I guess. So they're off the back of a bruising few games. Tottenham maybe gaining a bit of momentum. I'm going to say 2-2. Moving on then to Liverpool against Newcastle at Anfield. And this is a very interesting game, Liverpool against Newcastle. Liverpool coming into this one off the back of that win against Man City, and on a decent run now, 4 unbeaten. And it looks like they're going to be winning the Premier League title, with Arsenal just continually slipping up. Newcastle, though, dramatic win against Nottingham Forest. That's 3 wins out of 4, and they're very much pushing for Europe, so it's not going to be an easy game at all, this one for Liverpool, but you back there, you have enough. Moving on then to West Ham against Leicester at West Ham's ground, London Stadium. And West Ham off the back of that win against Arsenal, Leicester off the back of a bit of a pummeling. I think West Ham will definitely be fancying their chances of picking up a solid win here. So I'm going to say West Ham will get a win, and maybe they can start to come in a bit of a decent run of form now under grand past. So I'm going to say it will be a 2-1 win.
Guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily football news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.